Hey you guys, welcome back to Crazy Quilts and Crafts with SEK. Alright you guys, let me bring you guys up to speed because I have been speeding in this project, and I know I said I was going to come to you guys and show you guys how to use your applique fuse mat by Gypsy Quilts and your lighting, which is the, let me get it right, the wafer 2. Your wafer, I have the wafer 2. There's a wafer 1, wafer 2, and a wafer 3. So you guys, this is my project that I have been working on, and I'm sure you guys can see that, Barnyard Friends. And you guys, I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks already, you guys. So once I started, I couldn't stop. So remember, I had did my little baggies, and with all my little blocks and things of that nature. Y'all remember I did my cutting, got all my blocks cut in the exact measurements. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to do your placement on the caterpillar. I have the caterpillar and the snail left, and I chose these two because they had the more pieces in them. So when it comes to laying out your pieces, and remember, you gotta take your pieces apart, all the little pieces, and you want to definitely keep each one of your insects together in one little zippy bag like I showed you guys. So you want to follow the diagram. So it's numbered. So this piece here is number 1, and when you are trying to get your fabric and your interfacing fusible interfacing apart, it's really easy. You can just crinkle it a little bit and then you just peel it like so. So the thing about the aptly fused mat is that it has this tacky feel on it to where your pieces will lay down. So that's number 1, and you want to focus on your diagram so that you can see your color wave of your block, which will help you with your placement. I'm hoping you guys can see that. I think you can. Let's see, there we go. So we are working on the caterpillar, which is the bottom right, and then I will go into the snail, but I want to do just the caterpillar for today because I know I thought this was going to be like a little slow project, you guys. I started moving with this bad boy. Y'all hear me? I really enjoyed doing the stitching on the smiley face part. I enjoyed putting the eyeballs with the buttons. And let's see, this one is, so here's number 2, which is the red. So I'm showing you guys how you just peel it off like that. Place it. So it's like you putting a little piece of a puzzle together. Then we got another pink, which is number 4. And you just lay it on your applique paper, applique fusible mat like so. And I forgot to tell you guys, make sure you put your little diagram paper right here so that you can see it. So that's what you guys is looking at right now. So there you go, there you go. Then we have another red piece. I'm gonna peel it. There's a little scratch on it, and then it should lift off with no problem like so. That's number 5. And sometimes you have to do just a little tad overlapping of the pieces. And like I said, you'll see everything on the diagram. And then we have another pink and white. Just scratch a little bit, pull apart. That's number 6. Press it down. And I think the most challenging part is these little tiny old feet, you guys. So you wanna, this is the face, this is number 7. And you definitely want to focus on numbers. It's quick to just start putting pieces where you think they go. But if you don't, you'll mess around putting something somewhere it don't need to go. So focus on the number and get it in there the way it's supposed to. The way you're supposed to. And you'll be okay. Alright. So now we got all those little sections of the caterpillar. Next is 8. Those are the little eyeballs. 8 and 9 is the eyeballs. So let me, this one is a little bit tedious. So there's number 8. Then number 9. And then once you finish getting all your pieces in there, then you want to infuse. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think this one was supposed to go here. Yep, that one is the bigger eye. This is the smaller eye. And you might come across that too, trying to figure out which eye is which. Okay, let's do our feet. Let's see. This one. That one. And I think what happened was I didn't have all the feet, or I made it misplace one of my feet. Let's see. That one. And I had to actually make another feet because I had some of this extra yellow fabric left. And then I think I had found it or something. Something like that, you guys. Let's see. Almost there. My stomach is growling like crazy. You guys, comment below and let me know what you're working on. I said I was going to be getting through working on this for the summer months, and here I am about to finish this thing. So, okay. So now everything is tacked down. So what you want to do too is come in with a pencil. It could be a fabric pencil or it could be a regular number 2 pencil, and you can actually, what we're going to do here is first infuse, and then once I get it off the applique mat, then I will put it on top of my fabric. So here's a neat trick. So I've been fusing the what's the name with my quilters cut and press, and just actually sliding it on underneath like so. And I think you guys are catching that. And you want to take your iron and just fuse it and hold it. I haven't been using a lot of steam when it comes to this. You probably could try it, but I just haven't. And you want to let it rest for a couple of seconds so that that glue and everything can merge together, so that when you peel it off your applique fuse mat, it will go and stick right on top of your fabric. Okay, so I think you guys are following me on that one. And then I feel like, okay, I see where I'm missing one. And always refer to your picture. See, I was missing one. Let's see. In the red, in this red section. And I'm thinking, let's see. Here we go. And that's probably the extra piece that I was saying I had to make. So let me get that infused down. And I had another piece. Let me see. Yep. I knew I was missing something, so it was actually 2 pieces, you guys. And here is the other piece. Yep. Okay. And look at there. The nose, you guys. See how easy it is to miss something? The nose. Right here. Get you up in there. Okay. So now we got them. We got them all in there. And you disregard, throw away your little papers, your little backings. Alright. So I'm thinking we're nice and fused now. And then what we're going to do is peel it off the Applique Fuse mat. And then we're going to place it on top of our fabric. Okay? So a lot of times they just let it cool just a little tad. And then you just peel it. So, let's see. I think I'm going to go this way. So actually it's not all the way fused. So a lot of times if it's not all the way fused, you can always come back and just make sure of that. But the good thing about it is you can always figure out, even if you peel it, you can always figure out how to place it. So I had to do that a couple of times with the other blocks. So like this one is not, for some reason it ain't heated all the way, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, for some reason this one is not heating, but that's okay. That happens sometimes. But what we're going to do, and it could be that I didn't let it rest a little while, but again, it's okay. So that was a botch. That was a botch, you guys. So I'm going to remove my little quilt cut and press. And I'm going to put it back on my light. And I'm going to lay my fabric down. And I'm going to do the same thing that I just did. I'm going to put my eyes and my face back there like that. And then I'm going to put the other body back like so. And I should have went in order. Let's go in order again. 1, that's 2. And then I'm going to get my feet back down there. Let's see, that's 1. And then here's the other body, part of the body. Let's see, here we go. It's the 3. And that part, and then this part. And you guys, just take your time with it. If you're not used to applique, it can be a little bit tedious. It's kind of like putting a puzzle together. So don't get discouraged if you are just a tad offline. Don't stress about it. Okay, so we're going to do the same type of concept, and we're going to lift and move this onto here, and we're going to infuse it on the fabric. Okay, so like I said, I botched it the first time, so don't judge me. Don't judge me, you guys. All right. There we go. And I think you guys are seeing this over here. Let me shift a little bit. There we go. Yep, hold the iron down there for a couple of seconds and get it fused onto that fabric. Make sure. Oh, that's why I forgot to peel that off. I was wondering why that didn't stick. I was wondering why that hand wasn't sticking. There we go. Alright. Alright, you guys. So we got it fused onto the fabric really good. And then when you feel like it is fused into the fabric, you just lift it back up, and then you go right back to your little diagram. And then I'm going to show you how. Move your quilter press, and then you go back to your diagram, right? And what you want to do is make sure everything is lined up. And if you're off, do not drive yourself crazy if you are a little off. So remember I said with the name of the insect, you can use a fabric pencil or regular number 2 pencil. So now we want to come in and trace the word caterpillar so that you can sew it with your needle by hand. And when you are sewing your names, I did these in the bed. Like after I finished putting the block together, I put them in the bed with me, and I just sewed all the names while